Hey, good morning, my friends. It's great to be with you. I've got a fishing update for Southern California. We're even going to just take a little peek down into Costa Rica for one moment. Welcome to Friedman Adventures. Hey, it's great to be with you all. It's a gorgeous day in Southern California. It's a little bit cooler, but that high surf warning is gone and things are starting to look up once again. Down in Costa Rica, where I lived for a year in my youth, which is like a million years ago, Jeff Markland, Jeff Jessup, Mark Paisano Jr., Ricky Carver, a whole bunch of guys went down there and jumped on the Apollo, and they had some insane fishing. Jeff Markland just posted these photos on Facebook, and it says it all. Fishing down there is so great. It's a great country, and I love to fish Costa Rica and visit all the time. Pura vida. It's awesome down there all the time. Jumping up a few thousand miles, we want to take a look at the Baja area, and Baja is starting to produce a few more yellowtail down there at Todos Santos Islands, right off of Ensenada. However, it's primarily rockfish right now. Nothing wrong with that. Some really good rock fishing going on. The San Diego local scene, we're seeing more yellowtail breezing around the Coronado Islands, which is a stone's throw from Point Loma. It's very, very close. So all the one-day boats are starting to get excited. In the meantime, there's been great rock fishing as we experienced down there at Battle of the Branches. Really, really good rock fishing. Fill the sacks full of fish, taco, carne, meat, and you'll be in really good shape. But watch for those things to change. Now, boats that are making a little bit longer trips, the Old Glory, this is old news, but he had a big bluefin tuna, 150 pounder, I think it was, just outside of the 302, which is very, very close. And he had a whole bunch of yellowtail to go along with it. But more recently, the Polaris Supreme with 40 plus bluefin tuna. We talked to Bobby Taft here recently, and Bobby said, man, there are bluefin everywhere.
What do you have for water temp, Bob? I got 62.01, 61.
That's all right.
Hang on just a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got 62.76. But, you know, bluefin are still around. They've been around all the last 4 years.
Have you been seeing them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Old Glory was out just outside the 302 last week, and he had 147 pounder. So there's fish around, and they're seeing fish all the way down to Cedrus, off San Martin. They're still seeing fish off San Clemente Island. So a lot of bluefin around. It looks like we'll have a banner year. Probably get some 400 pounders this year. They
because they're getting
seem to be
bigger,
getting
right?
bigger each year. Yeah, those fish are gaining 50 to 75 pounds a year, and they're not going anywhere. They've been here now for 5 years. So
they've taken up residence here, haven't they?
yeah, pretty much resident fish year round here now. So we'll see what happens.
Things are looking really, really good. I mean, we're looking down the barrel of another huge bluefin tuna year. I mean, it's been incredible. And the kind of tackle we have now, Bobby talked about that, 2-speed reels, 3-speed reels now give you such an advantage. You can do it. I don't care if you're a novice angler, you're just getting into the game. With the way the crews tutor you, these professional crews that we have on most of the boats, and the gear that you can rent or buy, man, I'm telling you, you will have an absolute ball. Daiwa, I'm telling you, they put out such great rods and reels. They're our official sponsor, and I think it would do you well to check them out. Now, moving up the coast, there's a little bit of bass around, you know, down there around Dana Point, a few halibut starting to bite, rockfish still prevalent, same thing up around Long Beach, San Pedro. And then up there in the Channel Islands, we continue to see excellent fishing for all the boys up there. Ventura Sportfishing, they continue to do their thing. And of course, they have local boats now. So you have the Half Day Boat California, which is the old Matt Walsh. They're out catching rockfish. 3/4 day boat Island Spirit, doing really, really well with Cody Rogers. And of course, Tucker McCombs on the Endeavor. Tucker's made a huge name for himself up there, because he not only catches lots of fish, but he provides such great customer service. Along the surf, that's starting to improve also. You know, we're in that grunion run situation right now, when the grunion come up on the beaches and lay their eggs, and that just gets the food chain going. You know, the big ones come to eat the little ones. Grunion come on the beach, they're followed by halibut, yellowfin croaker. corvina, all kinds of different species. The water's still cool enough where there's some barred perch around, but we're starting to transition into more yellowfin croaker and other types of species that prefer a little bit warmer water. So that is all great news, and hopefully it'll keep us headed in the right direction here on the surf. I'll be giving it a try later today, and of course I'll be keeping you up to date on that. Big fish bait and tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California, right on the corner of Pacific Coast Highway and Seal Beach Boulevard. That's where I go to get my bait, my tackle, everything you'll need. Make sure you drop by there. And we'll be doing our albacore forecast here very, very soon. But I did an interview here recently with Bobby Taft on board the Top Gun 80. And Bobby brought up the A word, not me. He's pretty convinced that we have a very good shot at albacore this year. Now, remember, albacore prefer cooler water. I remember standing up there in the wheelhouse as a kid on board the Searcher. Frank Lopreste was running the boat, and he looked down and he saw that temperature gauge read out digitally 63.5, and Frank said, that's what we want. That's the perfect water temp. And shortly thereafter, somebody back on deck yelled hook up, and we went into a stop on the Albie. So once again, cooler water, and that's what we have right now. When you get to May, sometimes that water goes like this and stays cool. Sometimes it just stays straight, and then other times it warms up like last year. Gets too warm, those albacore are uncomfortable in that kind of environment, and they're out of here. So how about we take a moment, listen to Bobby about what he thinks about albacore, and I'll be back with a conclusion in just one moment.
Right. I believe they probably will. I mean, they go in cycles. You know, it's been, what, 10, 12 years since we had any.
Yeah.
So then we go, when we start getting them, we usually go 8, 10 years with albacore. And it usually starts in June.
Yeah.
Is when we start to see the fish here. If we're going to get fish by the end of June, we should know one way or another if we're going to get fish.
Yeah, what do you think? What's your gut tell you about this year so far? I know it's early, but what do you think?
It's kind of early yet. I'm not quite sure what to make of this.
So there you have it, my friends. Fishing is starting to heat up. No matter where you go or what you do, it is looking much better right now. Don't forget, Friedman Adventures has a whole bunch of charters, but we are starting to sell out on absolutely everything. We have the Endeavor in late April sold out. We have the Amigo almost sold out. I think there's 1 or 2 spots left on that. We have the Tide Change in July, on July 6th, a 2-day trip. I'm telling you, if we don't cream the white sea bass on that trip, or get a good shot at the bluefin, or maybe an albacore, is that possible? Good yellowtail fish, that's going to be a great trip. And the guys on board the Pride, I'm so stoked with their work ethic and their customer service. Yeah, Sean and Michael, they do a great job. I hope you can join us before we sell out. You are invited to come out and join us. All right, so there you have it. We'll continue to monitor it for you very, very closely. Do me a huge favor. Make sure you smash the like button, and make sure you subscribe to Friedman Adventures on YouTube. That will really be a great help to us, and when you leave a comment, that also is a big help. Take care, everybody. We'll keep you in touch with all the very latest right here at Friedman Adventure, and as always, I send you my best and thank you so much for your support.